Hey guys, it's Haley and I started estrogen priming yesterday. So I wanted to do a video and tell you a little bit about that and where we're at, and then some crazy, cool, amazing things that have happened lately and just where I'm at, I guess, emotionally with a lot of this. So estrogen priming began yesterday and I took 2 estradiol pills. Today, tomorrow, and Friday I take 2 estradiol pills and 1 injection of Cetrotide, and then back to the 2 estrogen pills until they tell me to stop taking those. And then as soon as my cycle comes, I call the emergency line right away to get an appointment to get seen and checked out. And if everything looks good, then cycle day 2, I start my stims. They said that estrogen priming can make your cycle come on faster than it typically would. So I'm expecting it to either come this week or next week. They said even if it does come while I'm doing the injections, that's completely fine. Come in and then we'll take it from there, but that's not gonna change anything. So just wanted to hop on here, show y'all what that looks like. Do my first injection with y'all again. I can't believe we're already back in this. I was just thinking about it the other day, like our first failed cycle was January. So it's crazy to me that it's April and we're doing this again. So something amazing that happened that I have to tell y'all all about, and then we'll go ahead and do my medication. I've told y'all about the donations that we've received. Guys, sit down before I tell you this. Are you sitting? Okay, good. We have received all of the medication that we need, and I'm gonna show it to you because I totally geeked out and created a medication station this time for everything. But I've had 11 donors now donate us the medication that we need, which is just absolutely mind-blowing. So I'm going to show you what it looks like and then show you my paperwork that I created because I got excited about my paperwork again too. But I had 3 of my last donors had medication that we had just gotten really what we need for the first prescription, but with our first cycle we had to place 2 refill orders. They never want you to order more than you need because it's expensive and you can't return it, but we had to place 2 refill orders. And the girls that I was talking to, some of them had to place refill orders as well, and they knew how expensive they can be. So they wanted to gift us this medication so we could have extra on hand in case we need it, assuming that we probably will, and if not, then we can pay it forward. So guys, I've just been like in shock with it coming in, so let me show you. So this is my medication station that I have created. I love it. So this is the box of everything that we've already taken. So this was our first cycle. All the Gonal F pins, all the vials of Menopur, and whatever else, Cetrotide, Sharps container, and then all the boxes of everything that are empty. And then here I've also kept all of my little love notes that I've gotten in my medication donation boxes, because these are just really special to me. And one of my favorite things was that so many different people prayed over these boxes for us, and that was just super special. So Menopur gets its own box. So all of the Menopur, Ganirelix has its own box. Criminal has 2 boxes. And then this box over here has our alcohol swabs, Q-caps, needles, syringes, OPK test, and paperwork. So I think it had just started getting confusing with everything combined and laid out. So combined everything, and that's awesome. And now let me show you my paperwork. So this is our paperwork. This I've showed y'all before is our price sheet, everything we've paid for. So this is our Gonal F and Folliston page. So we needed 13 boxes of 300 IUs or 3,900 IUs. In total, we have 4,425 IUs plus 525 extra IUs. So right now we have 1 extra day. So if we need 1 extra refill order, we're good. Menopur, we needed 5 boxes, or that's equivalent to 25 vials. Total, we have 37 vials, so we're plus 12 Menopur right now. Cetrotide and Ganirelix, we need 8 boxes. We have a total of 10, so we're plus 2 right now. If we go 2 days over, we were gifted our trigger shot, which is Avadril. We need 1, we have 1. And Cronone, this is hoping that I get pregnant and we can transfer. I'll need 8 to 10 boxes, which is 120 to 148 applicators. I have 164, so I'm up 16 applicators, so hopefully we can get those. So with all these medication donations, I'm just so humbled, and I think about it and I'm just kind of in shock, I think, still that this has happened to us and people would do this for us. Just to give you an idea of how much we've saved because of this, because of these 11 people, $16,224. Guys, my first IVF cycle, we paid about $6,000 in medication. This time they're being so much more aggressive with me. We knew that my medication was gonna be between doubling and tripling, but that also means the price. So to have saved us $16,224 that we don't have to pay. We don't have to carry that financial burden on our shoulders. We don't have to pay that bill. I don't know the right way to say thank you. I don't know how you thank people for helping you that way. So thank you. I'm very appreciative. We are very appreciative. Y'all are amazing. So let's estrogen prime because we have our first injection today. So here's my morning routine. So every morning I take my Synthroid first, and this is to keep my thyroid level down. So that gives me a better rate of implantation. Later in the day, I take my prenatal vitamin. But now I need my estradiol pills. So let me get that. So now I will take 2 estradiol pills. If I can get them out. Okay. These little guys are little blue guys. They're tiny. Two estradiol pills down, and now adding in the Cetrotide. Okay, so let's see if I remember completely how to do this. I haven't. It was just the other day when we were doing this, but haven't looked at instructions or anything again. Got my alcohol swabs, my needles, the Cetrotide vial, and the needle. Yay. Alright, so always clean your station first. While I'm doing this, I've done videos before showing y'all about these injections. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what I'm doing because I feel like that would probably bore you. So let me tell you how I'm feeling. I think it's very important for me to tell y'all and for y'all to know that this channel is very raw and real. And I don't ever want to fake it and pretend like I'm doing awesome when I'm not, because I just feel like it's very fake. And I don't want this channel to be fake. So, let's be honest, I'm seeing an infertility counselor. I don't know how to deal with a lot of this stuff. I still feel very heartbroken over our last cycle and just don't really know what to do. And it's hard because we're jumping back in so quick, so I feel like I don't have time to like process exactly what happened. We just kept going, which I would prefer to go than to just sit around and wait. But guys, it's been really hard. And I think this cycle feels even harder for me. I had a lot more excitement in the first cycle, but I feel like I don't have that much excitement now, which I've been feeling guilty for not feeling excited. But I think I just have like this foundation of disappointment where it has not worked once and I know what that feels like. So like I said, I started my estrogen priming yesterday, and actually saw my counselor first thing in the morning, and I needed to take my pills, but I didn't want to take them. Like, I couldn't convince myself to put these 2 little blue pills in my mouth and just take them, because I knew the second that I took them that we're in this. Like, the second that I take it, we've started and we're in our 2nd cycle. And if they say this is our last shot because we're doing Tessie this time, it's the beginning of the end of trying. And once I take those pills, we're started, we're in it, we can't go back. And not that I want to go back, I want to do it now. I just don't want to do it. I want to get pregnant naturally. Like, now I'm going back to, I don't want to have to do this. I don't want to feel the way I feel. I don't want to have to do fundraisers to try to make sure we have enough money. I want to be like other people and just get pregnant naturally. I don't want to have to do this. But we're going to, but it's just been really hard. And I feel like, I was talking to a friend about this, and she said, you know, at least you'll be 1 step closer to an answer. But we don't even have odds on how successful they think this could be. So if we're 1 step closer to an answer, I don't want to be 1 step closer to an answer if it's bad news or if it's sad news. So I honestly don't know how I'm going to deal then. I don't know how you deal with being told that you can't have biological children. I just don't know how you deal with it. I mean, I know a lot of you have dealt with it, so if you have suggestions on how to process these things, I will definitely take your suggestions in the comments. But I was just really scared to take those 2 pills because I knew that meant we had started, and this is probably the last time we're starting this to try. So I was just really scared, and I finally did it. I got to a red light. I had the blue pills with me, and they needed to be in the fridge, so I had a little lunchbox with an ice pack with them. I was supposed to go somewhere else, but I didn't. I was heading back home from the counselor, and I needed to take them. Finally, I got to a red light, and I'm like, okay, woman, you just got to do this. So I cranked up my music really loud, pretended like it was something else, threw them in my mouth, and swallowed them. So I took them, and as you saw, I just took them again today, and now today we're starting with the injections, so the Cetrotide. So I'm doing it, I just don't want to do it. I don't want to have to go through this again. I don't want to feel the way that I felt before. I'm just, if I'm being honest with y'all and being honest with myself, I'm just very scared. And this is a scary process, as you know. So that is where I'm at, and I just don't want to lie to y'all and tell you that I'm excited. So other reasons I've been feeling guilty is because we've been gifted all these things. I'm like, you know, so many amazing things have happened. Why am I not just like, I am so grateful and I am so in awe of what's been done, but why am I not just like, yes, I am shouting it from the rooftops and telling everyone that has happened, because only God can move mountains like that. Only God can move $16,000 mountains. I don't know if y'all believe in God, but I do, and that's where I think, like, I couldn't have done that on my own. Like, I think He orchestrated that beautifully. But if all of that good stuff is happening, why can I not just live in that? Why do I have to go back to feeling sad or scared or nervous, anxious? But I am. So I was talking to my friend, my counselor, and she said, you know, you can be both. You can be excited and you can be anxious. You can be happy and grateful, and you can be terrified. You can be all of these things. So I'm just trying to figure out how to navigate feeling both. So I am so entirely grateful, because now we don't have to foot that bill, and that's just beautiful and amazing, and I love y'all for that, and for a million other reasons. But I am also trying to figure out how to deal with these scared feelings, because I am like totally scared to do this, and this needle just got stuck in there. Whoops. So I should focus. There. Yeah, so if I'm being real, if I'm being honest with y'all, I'm very scared to do this, but we're doing it. You're about to witness the first Cetrotide going in. Too much air in that. Yeah. And then I think the other thing that has me kind of scared is I've been hearing a lot lately about people miscarrying. I feel like those stories have kind of just like surrounded me, and that also terrifies me, because just because you get pregnant in IVF doesn't mean you're out of the woods yet. So just knowing that, like, okay, I didn't make it far this last time, I hope I make it this far this time, but knowing that we're not out of the woods freaks me out. So apparently I didn't even really remember what I was doing, but I've got it ready. So here we go. Yeah, if any of y'all are going through your second IVF cycle with a failed first, and you have any tips on how to emotionally or physically get through it, I would love your tips, because I don't know, I'm just having a kind of hard time right now. Like I said, I'm very grateful, but I'm also scared, and yeah, whatever. So, all right. So, and he was gonna do the first shot to like kick it off, but he has work today, so it's back to me, and I'm just gonna remember last time it was no big deal. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the needle wasn't going in. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was a little bit bigger of a deal than I remembered. Alright, so let's just put all these drugs back into my body. And 1, 2, 3. And pull straight out. So, that was it. Alright guys, so again, thank y'all for being so supportive. I think right now the biggest thing is we'll definitely take y'all's prayers. If you believe in prayer, definitely shoot them up to the big guy, because I don't know, I'm trying to stay calm and stay in like the good things happening and that peace, but I don't know, my world is just very noisy and it's hard. If you've been through IVF, you know it's hard. So yeah, so we're estrogen priming. I will let y'all know as soon as we start stims. That's as soon as my cycle comes, and she said that might happen when I'm on these injections. I'll take injections the next 2 days plus the estradiol pills, and then I guess we are off to the races. Then I told E, like, this is all about to happen so fast. Once we're on stims, you're not on those that long, and then I'm back in for my second egg retrieval, and he'll have Tessie done. So the show is on the road, that's for sure, and it's all about to happen really fast. So if you haven't yet, you should subscribe and follow us the rest of the way through. Hopefully this works. We're in our second IVF cycle, so praying for good things, and we just appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for following along, guys. Bye.